Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Brook Lopez.
Well, when you're a seasoned vet, it becomes much harder to get off the floor and challenge shots over time. I think that's what he's going through and why his block averages have dropped.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. They've got Kyrie Irving. Flag is out there with Murray. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's Gafford in at the center position. And for Chicago, Brook Lopez is out there with Isiah Hartenstein. Then there's Zion Williamson, and it's Thomas in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, we are creeping closer to the halfway point of the season, and some teams have really found their identity.
Yeah, that's right, B.A. We know who most of these squads are now, and their opponents do too. And as the year goes on, the better the scouting reports get.
Has to flag. Gafford with a screen on Williamson. Now here's Monk. Here's Flag. Just 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from 3.
Yeah, count them up. Can't give Flag a look from deep.
Thomas outside. Oh, there's the alley. Monk with a steal. Pass to Gafford. Outside Irving. From outside the arc. He can't get it to go. Thomas with the defensive effort. Down low. Here's Lopez. And he banks in the layup.
I mean, a big guy like Lopez won't stop for contact. He stays strong and powers through.
Outside Monk. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Thomas. Really played well against Charlotte in his last game. Here's Larson. He buries it from 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Monk. Outside for Irving. The baseline J is on the way. Count it. Good.
Oh, man. Irving so crafty in that mid-range area.
Chicago with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
It was a total team effort, and let's give credit to the front office. This is exactly what they had in mind when they put this roster together. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And Tim, last night, Dallas with a 1.8% chance to win the lottery. But it happened.
Incredibly, it ends up with the arrival of Cooper Flag, which appeases a Mavs fan base that was just about in open revolt. So there's hope both now and in the future.
Now here's Murray. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Clock at 6. Irving attacking, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, great to see Kyrie Irving back on the court and producing, Tim.
Yeah, with that ACL tear coming late in the season, it really set him back. The game is just better with Kyrie in action, making highlights on a nightly basis.
First one falls. Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy. It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Pass to Larson. Here's Williamson. And they double up Williamson. Here's Larson. That one's good. This game is all even. Larson's got 6 points.
You can tell Zion values sharing the ball. He knows he can't win it alone out there.
Here's Flag, covered by Williamson. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. Irving against Thomas. Floats one, and the shot's good. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
And I'll tell you right now, Kyrie is the best guard at his size I've ever seen at finishing.
Mavericks foul.
Exum's checked in for Dallas.
Second team foul. Substitution for the Mavericks. Number 0, Dante Exum.
Here's Thomas. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Monk. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Thomas. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get. He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Gafford with the block. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded by Exum. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gafford. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at Chicago, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed.
When I look at Chicago, they just have serious hopes for the outcome of this season. They're focused on putting up a banner.
Well, no one has been surprised by their dominance. Now they will try to take this momentum into the postseason.
And that one's good.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Hartenstein on the offensive glass, always ready to collect and then finish off on those missed shots.
Now here's Exum. 9 points for him in his last game. Irving against Thomas. 5 on the clock. The three ball. Larson with a rebound.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Thomas misses.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Monk looking around. On the wing, Irving. Thomas defends. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. A look at the NBA assist leaders over the last 10 games. Moving the rock with ease. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving is one of the most skilled guards of all time. He has shot 50, 40, 90 in a season, and we all know about his ability to finish at the rim.
Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Thomas. Now here's Dinwiddie. And he's going for the oop here. Now here's Monk. He's guarded closely. Pass to Murray. Dinwiddie against Irving. The three sinks the tray. Irving's got 11 points.
Yeah, and Irving doesn't need much wiggle room at all to feel comfortable. A lights-out three-point threat.
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Man, that is a clever move from Williamson, showing you his agility.
Dallas leading by 3. Now here's Monk. Coming off a 28-point game against...
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
Here's Irving. And a missed layup. for Chicago. They've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." EA?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Irving, no good.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Tim, when you talk about Isiah Hartenstein, how impressive has his development been?
He's a former second-round pick, BA, and he wasn't really a key rotation player in this league until year 4. But now he's become invaluable as a dirty work big man. And what Hartenstein gives you is toughness and intelligence. He is such an important part of what they do.
First trip to the line for him here. The free throw drops for Monk. And Monk drops them both. Chicago has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Williamson. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Williamson's got 6 points.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Irving against Dinwiddie. Murray, a screen on Dinwiddie. Irving. Dallas, no good that time either.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Williamson, and he lays it up and in. And it's a 3-point Chicago lead.
And when Zion turns that corner and gets it going downhill, he's just a freight train coming at you.
Irving, the pass to Exum. And here's Gafford. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
At the line for 2.
The ruling on the floor stands.
See in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And Chicago going with a whole new group out there. Both free throws good from Gafford. Thomas with the ball. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. He misses it. 0 for 5 and looking off his game right now.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Monk passes to Gafford. Christie with a steal. Now Jones. He's got a clear path. And the dunk by Jones.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And it's Irving off the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 13.
Yeah, with that skill level, it's not a surprise that Irving is having another great night.
Irving against Thomas. That has to be encouraging. Sinking one after missing his first 5.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Irving against Thomas. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. 15 points in the game.
Taking what he can get, Kyrie pulls up with confidence in the mid-range.
Now Thomas. Vanderbilt, a screen on Irving. Inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. Queen, he's checked in for Murray. He hits the 2nd from the line. Here's Irving. 20 points for him last game again.
And he provided tenacious defense, tallied a number of steals which energized their team.
Chicago has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Vanderbilt. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, and it's still early, but missing free throws is something to keep an eye on.
So he comes up empty at the line. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Here's Christie after the basket by Dallas. Edey with a screen on Irving. Here's Thomas, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Daniel Gafford picks one up, and he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
Line for 2. Isiah Thomas.
Free throw good, Thomas. So for Dallas, Powell, he's checked in for Gafford. Hardy comes in for Monk, and Williams is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And both free throws good for Thomas.
And they're just hacking away out there. I mean, it's costing them too at the free throw line.
3, Hardy. The rebound by Edey. Chicago with the ball. Christie passes to Vanderbilt. It's Thomas on the wing. 1:29 left in the first quarter. That one goes. Count it. And Chicago leads by 4.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
Well, his great advantage is that he can shoot over the top of almost any defender.
Now here's Williams. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. For 3, Hardy. The rebound by Edey. Chicago leading by 4. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective. Taking it right to the defense. Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Chicago making their last shot. Here's Hardy. No made baskets yet. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer. Connects from downtown.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Chicago's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Thomas outside. Pass to Jones. Thomas outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Thomas has got 8.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Williams looking around. Over Thomas. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Chicago ahead, up 5. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. Williams is out there with Hardy. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Queen in at the 5, roaming the paint. Queen, pass to Hardy. Exum outside. Goes up at the elbow. It doesn't go for him. Jones with some nice D. Chicago leading by 7. To the middle. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Hardy. Here's Gill. Guarded by Vanderbilt. With the 10-footer. No good off the back of the rim.
Now, what a great look, but an even better contest. That's how you shut down the painted area.
Now Now here's Edie. Defense is right there. Drops in the three. And now it's a 12-point Chicago lead.
Confident shot by Dinwiddie. No hesitation at all.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And it's Williams to drive. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Dallas making a change here. Powell's checked in. There are some big-time players in this league. But who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three. LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
Williams against Dinwiddie. Outside, Williams fires the three. Chicago with a rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home. Christie's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 11. Pass to Hardy. Now here's Powell. Edie defends. Powell's shot is off.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Here's Edie. Christie finds Dinwiddie. Outside Vanderbilt. Dinwiddie outside. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Misses the layup. The Mavericks have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. 14 feet away. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Pass to Christie. Dinwiddie outside. To the paint. Here's Edie. Al pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 11. Now here's Exum. Launches a three. Buries it from 3.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Chicago's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 5. Here's Edie. Outside Vanderbilt. On the wing, Christie. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for Chicago, Zach Edey. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Edie. For Chicago, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Vanderbilt. Zion Williamson comes in for Jones. Larson comes in for Christie. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Powell. Murray comes in for Queen. Flags checked in for Exum. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Hardy. Outside, Williams. Pass to Irving. Takes a 3. Chicago with a rebound. Edie's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
For 3, Dinwiddie sinks it from distance. Dinwiddie's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Outside Irving. And here's Flag outside. Pure from 3-point range.
And answering the call with his own triple. I love the competitive edge Flag plays with.
Grant, looking at Cooper Flag, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
And that one's good. Irving.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, slowing down Irving is a team effort. And to this point, they're failing to slow his roll.
For Chicago, Nurkic is checked in for Edey. Vanderbilt comes in for Hartenstein. And it's Thomas in for Dinwiddie. Thomas with the ball. Gafford picks him up. Gafford against Thomas. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Daniel Gafford picks one up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Queen's checked in. And Irving has got the ball here for Dallas. The three is up. Rebounded by Nurkic.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Thomas passes to Nurkic. It's Thomas on the wing. He's guarded by Irving. Here's the floater. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Malik Monk's checked in for the Mavericks. Pass to Flag. Irving, screen on Williamson. And here's Flag outside. Rebounded by Nurkic.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
To the inside. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
And Zion might be one of, if not the, most powerful dunker in the league.
Mavericks trail by 14. Outside Monk. And here's Flag outside. Counted from distance. Flag's got 6 in the quarter.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Guys, back to you.
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Flag, covered by Williamson. Here's the three. And it's Flag missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Back to Thomas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thomas has got 14.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Mavericks trail by 15. Thomas with a steal. Drops in the layup for 2.
Much more efficient this quarter, feeling more and more confident.
Dallas is shooting 41% in this game. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Lopez, he's checked in for Chicago. Isiah Hartenstein comes in for Vanderbilt. A moment here to see the numbers for Zion Williamson.
And he's a little less of a go-to guy for their offense now, at least compared to earlier on in the season. You can see his usage percentage is slumping over the last 5 games. Hopefully he can be more involved tonight.
Outside Irving. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Murray passes to Irving. Monk for 3. Chicago with a rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Thomas with the ball. Checked by Murray. Thomas misses. Mavericks trail by 17. Pass to Flag. Outside for Irving. Outside Murray. Inside. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Murray against Hartenstein. To the wing, right side. Thomas outside. Launches it. The shot off that time. Well, the Mavericks shooting just 38% in this quarter. Pass to Monk. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more. Here's Thomas. He's got 16. Here's Larson. Back to Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Thomas has got 18 points in the game.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Down low. Here's Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 18. And there's a 3-second violation. Mavericks trail by 13. Irving with it. Has to flag. Pulls it in from the elbow. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. And it's flag missing.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And it's Thomas off the drive. It's good. Thomas has got 20 points.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
To the paint. Here's Queen. Offensive rebound. Irving. And it's rejected.
Yeah, no way. Not happening. Stein denies it. The 7-footer getting it done defensively.
Pass to Williamson. 40 seconds left in the second period. Here's Thomas. It's deflected.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
Exum's checked in for Dallas. Here's Larson. Drills it from deep. Larson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Has to flag. Fires the 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And this is the kind of pressure Flag puts on defenses. He knows how to get them to foul.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. And he nails the 3rd.
Yeah, now here in the second quarter, he's getting to the line. I like the aggressiveness.
Thomas outside. Over Irving. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly.
Woo. Oh, with the clock running down, man, that was close.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Chicago ahead. They lead by 18. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
(1 p.m. Eastern Time for tip-off.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Mavericks. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so here is Chicago. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. They've got Brook Lopez. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Thomas in at the 1. Chicago passing it around. 6 to shoot. Williamson is doubled. Out left to the wing. Here's Hartenstein. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. Second, Chicago.
And lately, they've not only been forcing turnovers, but capitalizing on them on the other end, hustling hard to convert every time.
Mavericks trail by 18. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, Malik Monk is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Murray, then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Flagg in at the small forward position. Rejected by Lopez. Pass to Thomas. And the layup falls. Thomas has got 24.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Chicago leading by 20. To the middle. Here's Williamson. Back to Thomas. Pass to Hartenstein. Williamson outside. It's Thomas on the wing. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Gafford. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. And that's a one-game homestand for the club.
And he gave the defense no time to react. As soon as Irving senses separation, he will exploit it.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Picked it! Here's Larson. He's guarded by Irving. Thomas passes to Lopez. Back to Thomas. Pass to Lopez. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Here's Irving. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Here's Larson. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Larson's got 11.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at Dallas, a better start would be ideal. But right now, they're 10th in their respective conference.
Checking out Dallas, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
Here's Gafford. Nails the baby hook.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Hartenstein with a screen on Irving. A shot from the high post. Nice jump shot. Thomas has got 4 points in the quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
5 to shoot. Here's Flagg. 11 points in the game. Thomas outside. To the paint. Here's Williams.
Oh,
gets you some!
Nice. And Zion Williamson making the price of admission worth it with a dunk like that.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Outside Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 25 points.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Thomas. Williamson passes to Thomas. To the inside. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Mavericks trail by 20. Down low. Here's Flag. Soft touch off the glass. Flag's got 13.
Yeah, once Flag gets the ball in there, it's pretty much a done deal.
Now Thomas. 26 points for him. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. Monk passes to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Thomas passes to Lopez. Williamson for three. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Mavericks trail by 16. Here's Flag outside. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
And for a first-year guy, Flag's already a master of creating his own offense.
And here's Thomas. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. Pass to Lopez. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Mavericks have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Murray from outside. Larson with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Thomas into the lane, and the layup is good. Thomas has got 28 points for the game. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For Chicago, Edey's checked in for Lopez. Vanderbilt comes in for Hartenstein. And Max Christie subbed in for Larson. And Dallas also making a switch. Exum's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Edey with a steal. Now here's Christie. Discarded by Exum. Nice shot by Christie.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Pass to Flag. Jacks up a 3. Chicago with a rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Thomas against Monk. Thomas left side. Shoots over Monk. Thomas misses. And so it's Monk who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. Pass to Murray. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. From deep. And it's Monk missing.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
And obviously, we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now here's Monk. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. The ball's knocked loose. Thomas with a steal. And he lays it in on the break. Thomas has got 30. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Monk. Thomas passes to Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt slams it in.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Pass to Monk. Here's Flag to halt the run. It's a three-pointer. Flag's got 19 points.
Yeah, excellent setup for Flag. He's on his spot, lined up. All he needed was the ball in his hands.
Here's Thomas. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Okay, Legs, I'm making you commissioner of the league for a day. You get one rule change. What is it?
I think we have to look at a time limit on some of these replays. I know we want to get them right, but for me, if you're taking that long, it can disrupt the rhythm of the game.
Totally. Queen, he's checked in for Gafford. It's Monk on the wing. For three. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. High post Edie. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Outside Monk. Pass to Flag. Christie with a steal. Right side Vanderbilt. And the layup is good off the glass. Vanderbilt's got 5.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Outside Murray. Here's Flag. 19 points in the game. The 3 is up. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And giving them what they want. The incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
The Mavericks shooting 39% from the field in the third. Outside Monk. Pass to Murray. And stolen by Vanderbilt. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
And you know, for that matchup with San Diego, this is one we've all been waiting for. 2 of the best teams in the league going at it. And you know whoever wins is going to be viewed as a finals contender.
For Chicago, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Edie. And it's Jones in for Zion Williamson. Inside. It's stolen by Nurkic. Here's Vanderbilt. Finished off the break. He has 7.
What would this game be like without their easy points off of turnovers?
Irving against Thomas. To stop the drought. That one rolls around and rims out. Chicago has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. On the wing, Jones. Back to Thomas. On the wing, Jones. He's guarded by Exum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. With 1 on the clock. Tries again. Drained it for 2 points. Thomas has got 12 points here in the second half.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Irving, the pass to Gill. And a miss there on the triple.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Here's Thomas. Got it from about 16 feet. Thomas has got 36 points.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with. Ooh.
Irving, the pass to Queen. The kick out to Williams. Takes the 3. Knocks down the long J.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And so it's Chicago with an almost surefire victory here, up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Max Christie. Then it's Herb Jones. And it's Dinwiddie in at point.
What you admire most about Kyrie is his creativity. He sees the floor so well and sets up his teammates effortlessly.
Outside Christie. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Christie. Kept alive. Dinwiddie outside. Outside Vanderbilt. Now Nurkic. Over Powell. And Nurkic with the basket. On the assist by Vanderbilt. Williams with it. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Irving. A good look from Williams. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Dinwiddie passes to Nurkic. Back to Dinwiddie. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks shooting just 42% so far in the game. Pass to Irving. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Irving against Dinwiddie. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Irving's got his fourth rebound in this one. Over Jones. They grab their own miss. Here's Exum. Christie with some nice D. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 14 feet away. He squares up and sinks it.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Irving looking around. There's the three. Cranes the triple. Irving's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Dwight Powell.
And this is the game that Nurkic plays. Using the big body inside, carving out a high percentage.
That one misses. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Powell. And the second free throw is good. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Graham, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Well, he is just so crafty and so unpredictable. Hard to fault the defense right there for fouling Irving.
At the line for the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving.
And he makes a first. For Chicago, Brook Lopez is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Hartenstein comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Thomas in for Dinwiddie. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Thomas outside. Driving in. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Irving's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Gafford. Rejected by Lopez. Thomas finds Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, he's a big guy, but he's also very athletic. Hartenstein playing well above the rim.
Exum outside. He's off on that one. Jones with some nice D. Outside Christie. Back to Hartenstein. Chicago passing it around. Lopez for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Queens got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside, Williams. from 13. Yep, that one goes. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Thomas, nice spin off the left rim and in.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Brook Lopez. All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
Game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Keegan Murray's checked in for Queen. Flag comes in for Exum, and it's Monk in for Williams. Good on the second one. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Here's Thomas. Left side Christie from behind the arc. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Gafford. Back to Irving. This one for 3. Fires in the triple. Irving's got 14 points now in the second half.
Creating spacing. That's his 3rd three-pointer of the night and his 2nd this half.
Now Hartenstein. Outside Christie. Thomas outside. Just 5 on the clock. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Irving with it. He's picked up by Christie. Irving, the pass to Gafford. Shoots over Lopez. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
Thomas outside. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Here's Gafford. Christie with some nice D.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Thomas passes to Lopez. Pass to Christie. Lets it go from deep. Gafford grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Flag. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Flag's got 21 points in the game. And so here is Chicago. Thomas outside. Lopez, the screen on Irving. To the right side. Beyond the arc. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Thomas.
We've all talked about how Lopez used to turn down the three-point shot. Now you expect him to take it and make it.
Monk passes to Irving. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Thomas has got the ball here for Chicago. To the inside. And the dunk by Jones.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
Pass to Flag. There's the triple. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Now Thomas. Christie finds Lopez. It's Thomas on the wing. Lopez, the screen. Over to the left wing. over Irving. And there's another one for Chicago.
And Lopez is mostly an inside or outside guy, but he'll take advantage at times of a mid-range J if he finds one.
And the dunk by Gafford.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Here's Thomas. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Third personal foul.
And in recent years, Legs, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success. Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome, too, in the NBA culture.
No doubt. They're going to get an opportunity sooner.
They kick it out to Murray. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Thomas passes to Williamson. Back to Thomas. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Flag. Left side, Irving. Second chance shot. And there's the rejection. Here's Thomas. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Larson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
And the free throw, no good. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Back to Monk. Murray passes to Irving. Lets a 3 fly. And they'll get another chance. Gafford. Murray inside. He's against Hartenstein. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Thomas outside. Pass to Lopez. Monk with a steal. And now the Mavs on the run. Here's Gafford. And here's Flag outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Flag's got 16 in the second half.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Hartenstein with a screen on Irving. Thomas with the ball. Checked by Murray. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Irving against Thomas. Now here's Irving. Tightly guarded. Thomas with the defensive effort. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pulls up on the wing, and there's another one for Chicago.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
And so Chicago takes the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.